Ismail Haniyeh lived in exile in Doha, and that was where he was buried today. Hundreds attended the funeral at Qatar's State Grand Mosque, including senior Palestinian leaders.
Allahu Akbar.
Prayers for Haniyeh were held next to his coffin and the casket of his bodyguard,
Allahu Akbar,
who was also killed in Tehran earlier this week. Haniyeh had been one of the key Hamas officials involved in ceasefire negotiations. It's believed that he was more in favor of a truce than Hamas leadership in Gaza.
By eliminating Mr. Haniyeh, it's the whole ceasefire that he was negotiating that is out of the picture, but as well the possibility of a political solution, of a two-state solution.
Hamas had called for a day of roaring anger. That didn't happen. But in the Yemeni capital, Sana'a, tens of thousands chanted on the streets. There were symbolic funerals held in Beirut and in Istanbul. Haniyeh spent a lot of time in Turkey. In Tel Aviv, the Turkish embassy lowered its flag to half-mast, much to the anger of the Israeli government. To Israel, Ismail Haniyeh was a terrorist. But to many across the Muslim world, he was a resistance leader and is now a martyr. His killing has caused real anger and a desire for revenge. Hezbollah fired some missiles into northern Israel today, and the Israeli military struck back. But actually, it has been relatively quiet on that border since the two assassinations earlier in the week. However, a retaliation is almost inevitable, and with the funerals now over, it could come at any moment now. The US is frantically trying to calm the situation, but Benjamin Netanyahu has shown he isn't always willing to listen to his country's closest ally.
I'm very concerned about it. I had a very direct meeting with the Prime Minister today, and very direct. We have the basis for a ceasefire. He should move on it, and they should move on it now.
Direct is Washington, D.C. speak for I screamed at him, as loud as I can. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but anytime the president says we had a direct conversation, Kamala said they had a direct conversation. That means that we're delivering them a tough message in no uncertain terms.
Haniyeh's successor has not yet been decided, but he is not the first Hamas leader to be killed by Israel, and he will be replaced. His killing has given Israel a short-term victory, but has also created a deeply uncertain future for the region and the hostages still in Gaza. Alistair Bunkle, Sky News in Jerusalem.